I thought I saw all the coolest trucks at SEMA 2022, but I did not until I saw this one. Check it out. Fully bulletproof, Duramax powered 4x4. Dan Coleman, dude!
Hey!
Hey, dude.
You survived.
Plan B supply.
Yeah, how you doing?
Dude, you're introducing a whole new vehicle here, and there's a whole crowd around it.
Yeah,
Can you walk me around it?
Yeah, this is our debut of the Ricochet. 3.5 years in the design process and getting customer feedback, but we're presenting it here for like orders now. We're ready to start building them for everybody. So it's based on the H1 and the Humvee frame, but wildly modified. So that's basically all we use of that vehicle.
Is it similar width, or how are the dimensions?
The body on this area right here is the same width as a Hummer H1 and a Humvee, but everything past that, like we added the wider body, the wider stance to it, and then a fully armored cab. So
this is no joke. This is armored.
Fully armored. Fully armored. Yep.
Whoa, I can feel the door.
Integrated.
I can feel the door. It feels heavy.
Yeah, don't get your fingers caught in there.
All right. So where do we?
So we got a lot of information here, right? So what do all these handles do? So this one is our document delivery service for those of you that don't like violence, and for those of you who have ever been in an attack before, this is to respond. Okay. So this is our gun ports. This is the normal handle. These are our combat locks. So when you pull that, you got double locking system for secondary locks.
Okay. And then the window.
Yeah, so this is it's 2-inch thick, B6 rated armor, B6 rated glass, and if you need your Happy Meal still, it's automated.
Okay, it's opening. There you go. And you can see how thick this is. You can still get the Happy Meal.
Still get your Happy Meal, or
okay.
little return offense there.
And the wheelbase is about the same then.
The wheelbase is the exact same
as an H1 or a Humvee.
Correct. Yep. So off-road capabilities is still all there. You got 22 inches of clearance instead of 18, and then suicide setup for the door opening so that you can protect both sides. You know.
I gotcha. And kind of seats. Well, the doghouse here and the kind of the central area, it looks a little lower.
It is lower, and we designed this body. We stretched everything. If anybody who's had a Humvee or an H1, they will tell the world that the passenger front seat is the worst place to sit in, especially for anybody tall.
It's like a penalty.
It's horrible. It's like, if you don't want to call shotgun, but go sit in that passenger front seat now. And lock your knees.
You're a tall
straight.
dude.
Yeah,
I'm tall dude. Can you show me?
6'4", yeah.
So Dan is going to walk around and show me exactly what it's like to be inside of this thing.
So if I get in on the passenger side, knees locked.
You stretched them out?
Stretched out, knees are locked.
All right.
I got all the leg room in the world, and I can still go further back if I want. So I can go up, I can go down. So we designed this cab to be big enough for NBA players, football players, but still compact in the areas that it needs to be, so you can get all the gear, equipment that you might want. So with the other side, I can show you something really exciting on that side there.
And it has a full customized dash, front glass, looks really huge. What's going on over here?
This truck has a basement.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
A basement.
Every
truck needs a basement.
Every truck needs a basement. So everybody. So it's funny in the preparedness world, in the bug out world, in the get out of Dodge world.
Yeah.
Everybody has their different ideas of how things want to work. So rather than try to come up with what you think is the best, we just made a platform that can kind of encompass everybody's ideas, or a lot of people's ideas. So inside we have this particular setup. This customer wanted a full power pack system so we can run 110 voltage and have a heavy battery pack system to run tools, to run equipment. So here's the battery management system. The other side has a big array of extra batteries.
Okay.
And if you look
like
at
lithium ion or AGM,
he's got lithium ion on the passenger side.
Okay.
And the batteries can either charge when you turn the engine on with a high amp alternator system, or you can plug into shore power.
I gotcha, sweet. And what's under the hood of this puppy?
This one, we designed it for either the Duramax or the Cummins power plant. This one's got the Duramax.
Look at the front grille. Oh yeah.
So we went full aluminum hood instead of fiberglass.
There you go.
So there's the Duramax power plant.
This is a 6.6?
This is a 6.6. Yeah. And then all of your electronic management. We've got double bay batteries over there, fuse management, another fuse management. Everything's protected.
Air box is up there on the passenger side.
Air intake's up high over there. So the big monster filter
So it'll
system.
afford water. Can we test it out?
No, not with you. You have a bad history.
Okay. Let's go show the back of the truck. Okay. I'm sorry, I had to say that.
No,
That
was a fun memory.
Yes.
So.
All right, so this kind of looks like a Humvee now. I mean, from the back.
Yeah, I mean, the whole design is a really big nod to the military styling of the Hummer and the Humvee style, body style. So you've still got, everybody will recognize some of these if you have a Humvee. This is military lighting system. So the inside of the bed, fully armored. This is a removable cap. This is prepped so that we can have different formats on the bed cover. We have a full wagon, we have a troop carrier. Looks like we got some excitement going on over there.
We got some drums.
Yes, we did.
As we talked about military, and all the drums started.
They're celebrating with us.
There you go.
We've also got extra storage. So we found every space we could find that a tire flex is not going to touch, and we put extra storage in. So
I gotcha. And is there a spare as well? A spare tire? Or how does the tires
We have a spare mounting system on the bumper. We didn't bring it to SEMA because we knew people were going to be opening things all the time, but there's a spare tire mounting system that goes here that swings over.
How about like some of the running gear, like the tires, and do you have, tell me about, what kind of tire you're running in.
The tires that are on this right now are they're just aftermarket fancies for SEMA, but this was designed for the 43-inch tall military, like the Michelins, then the Goodyears.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a couple of trucks here in SEMA that have the super singles on the Super Duties. This was designed around that 43-inch tall military tire system with a 20-inch rim, so you can put the run flats and all those in it right from the military.
And you've got like access hatches on top too.
That's just a glorified sunroof. What are you talking about, Andre?
Sunroof. I gotcha.
Military sunroof.
Okay, I gotcha. So all ricochets. Are they all going to be armored, or what's the thinking?
All of the ricochets are armored. The original concept for the Ricochet 3 years ago was to have the option to remove a lot of the armor if you wanted. So the doors will come off really easily, and you can put half doors on. If you look up inside, you'll notice that the roof is in segments. Now we have a solid roof option, but we wanted the option to be able to remove the armor roof system if wanted, and you can go open top, open doors still. It's just a matter of if something happens, you can put the armor on, you can drive with it on all the time, or you can pull it off. It's not too difficult.
Could be a plaything, but could be a serious vehicle as well.
Made to be both.
Yeah,
right.
That's really interesting, dude. And do you have an Allison behind the engine?
Correct, yeah, the transmission's going to be the Allison 6-speed.
The Allison. And I have to say, what's something like this cost?
So right now, for 2022, the world changes on us, so
Keeps changing.
2022.
Keeps changing.
But right now, starting price is at $270 for a very, very basic model. Goes up to about $420, $450. This one, as it sits here at SEMA, is about $360 with the tactical turret system on it. So if that gives people the range, we're going to have 3 different models. We're releasing some of that information after SEMA. So there'll be more information on our website that shows the different models.
But here at Plum B Supply, I mean, you're still doing...
We're still doing the armored Humvees. This is classic. People love these.
Yeah.
And these start at about $130 and go up to $150 depending on how people set them up. And this is for OEM kind of engine power plant, fully armored system. So.
And also non-armored. I mean, you have all various versions of Humvees, right?
In fact, if you go to the Mother's booth outside, they have our unarmored Humvee setup for just the standard normal civilian, Humvee models.
Well, I'm so happy. I remember your initial announcement about the Ricochet some time ago, and now to see it here in the metal and to see it ready to go and to be sold, right?
It was right before the pandemic, right?
Oh, yes.
It was right before the pandemic.
Well, in some ways, good timing, maybe.
Yeah, no, it helped us to really evaluate exactly what we wanted to do with this, gave us some time to think. And because of the different things that happened during the pandemic with supply chain shortages and different, we were able to kind of redesign a few things and use components that were going to be a little more pandemic proof in the future.
Well, Dan, it's great to see you again, dude.
Always good to see you, Andre.
Thank you for showing me around Ricochet. I'm really impressed. This vehicle is really badass, if I may say so.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
I appreciate it, dude.
Okay, enjoy your show.
All right, thanks a lot.